from our 7 Tasmania studios. Your nightly news with Peter Murphy begins now.
Good evening. First tonight, some housing crisis relief could be on the horizon, with the state government proposing to expand the urban growth boundary in southern Tasmania. It could see over 600 hectares of land across Greater Hobart opened up for development, enough for almost 10,000 homes.
A glimmer of hope for Tasmanians looking to break into the housing market. The state government proposing to pave the way for property developers to unlock more homes.
10,000 homes worth of land here in southern Tasmania.
The proposal would see the expansion of the urban growth boundary across Greater Hobart.
We're falling well short of our targets for housing at the moment, some 46% of our targets for 2029. But we just don't have the land to build on.
Changes to the boundary would make way for residential development, this plan opening up 615 hectares of housing potential.
It'll be in areas like here at Lauderdale, in Clarence, Brighton, down in Kingborough and other locations.
Aiming to keep up with the predicted influx of inhabitants, with the population of Greater Hobart tipped to jump by about 47,000 people over the next 7 years, bringing the city's total to nearly 300,000.
10,000 is essentially 3 years worth of building development for Tasmania.
And with home ownership an increasingly difficult goal, it's hoped the scheme will help Tasmanians realise this dream.
People want to be able to put down roots, they want to be able to build their own home, or they want access to an affordable rental.
The move also helping to fill skill shortages and provide a pipeline of jobs.
We've currently got about 27,000 tradies in the state. We need 40,000 going forward.
Public consultation to the proposed boundary expansions are open until March 14. Rebecca Gadaneris at 7 Tasmania News.
Well, a sea of red and gold flooded Parliament lawns in Tasmania today as Asian communities mark the Lunar New Year. Visitors were inspired to embrace transformation and change, with nearly 8,000 people turning out for Tasmania's largest Asian festival.
The Year of the Snake, getting off to a roaring start.
The Chinese always celebrate and have a lot of traditions and customs for the Lunar New Year. And you know, we have a chance today to celebrate with them and show them what we do as a community.
8,000 people turning out for the Lunar New Year festival, the largest Asian celebration in Tasmania.
Yeah, we are from China and we live in Perth. Then we came to Tasmania for traveling. Yeah, we're happy to join in Chinese New Year.
It is one of our biggest events for Chinese community of Tasmania.
Events and attractions galore, from traditional dress to Chinese performances. To Chinese cuisine.
Hey, Happy New Year!
So what's been the most popular food item?
The spring roll and the satay skewers.
To calligraphy, an ancient art dating back to around 200 BCE.
The material we are using here is quick dry material. So in this case, we don't need to use the ink, we just use the water.
Revellers able to learn a bit more about their zodiac sign. What are some of the traits that you found about yourself?
Wise and elegant, everything I'm not. And softly spoken, no.
Celebrations wouldn't be complete without these guys. The star of the show, the snake, the 6th animal in the zodiac cycle based on the lunar calendar.
And it represents transformation and change.
Ruby Cairns, 7 Tasmania News.
The heart of Hobart turned into a Greek village this weekend for the annual Estia Festival. It was a big fat Greek turnout with thousands packing in, getting a taste of traditional food, dance and entertainment.
The food, the music and the fun. Tasmania's Greek community has plenty to celebrate.
We love the Greeks!
Federation Street turning blue and white for the annual Estia Greek festival. Crowds packing in over the weekend.
10,000 people that have come through over the last 2 days, so it's unbelievable.
Proving you don't have to leave our shores for the authentic Greek experience. Many lining up for a taste of Greece.
Pork stick and some chips, they're pretty good.
And there was plenty going around with more than a dozen vendors cooking up a storm.
Char-grilled octopus, we've got ice cream that's doing really well with the heat. The gyros souvlakis are very popular.
The Greek sweets proving a hit.
This is lokomates, like back from honey puffs.
Organisers have been putting the event together for almost 3 decades, having the recipe to success down pat, saying it's the food that keeps people coming back for more. Revellers were also encouraged to embrace a few steps of traditional dance.
Shows a different side of culture but in a creative way.
In its 29th year, the staple cultural event continues to honour generations of Greek migrants who have helped shape Tasmania's Greek community.
We're happy. I've been here 60 years, 60 years. We had a family here.
Rebecca Gaidaneris, 7 Tasmania News.
The Tamar Island Centre has put World Wetlands Day under the microscope, offering visitors an insight into the unique ecosystem's importance to the environment. Families celebrated today's event with hands-on activities including cultural displays, guided walks and art.
Kids getting an up-close encounter with preserved native wildlife for World Wetlands Day, learning how semi-aquatic ecosystems play a vital role in protecting these species and our environment.
You can tell when it hits home as well, and it's always really exciting. It's a really wonderful feeling at the end of the day when you know that you've just seen some enthusiasm.
Hosted at the Tamar Islands Wetlands Centre, providing the perfect backdrop to showcase the importance of our unique ecosystems.
They are the filter for our rivers and our waterways. They help trap pollutants and cleanse the water that come off our stormwaters or our roads. They're just absolutely crucial and important for our river life, our habitat, our environment.
Families had a blast taking part in the activities on offer.
We also have children's activities and colouring in. You can have a look under the microscope and do some citizen science as well.
And for those ready to get their hands dirty, like myself, water bug sampling was a hit.
A really quick way of really seeing how healthy the water is here. And there's a few things that's contingent on, like how quickly the water moves, but we've got some really amazing tools that we can use.
Today's event starts a series of month-long community events, including air-dry clay making and guided cultural walks. A chance to explore, learn and connect. Sarah Benalik, 7 Tasmania News.
More than 2,000 homes in the state's south are currently struck large parts of the Tasman Peninsula. Properties from Denali and Eaglehawk Neck down to Port Arthur and west to Sloping Main are currently without electricity. Tas Networks is working to restore connections and the cause of the outages yet to be confirmed. The seemingly bungled rollout of the new Spirit of Tasmania vessels continues to raise questions. Labor today calling for answers after TT Line confirmed it has received an offer for a leasing opportunity for the Spirit 4 vessel. The ship is expected to remain at port in Leith, Scotland for the foreseeable future until negotiations are finalised.
Who these might be leased to, whereabouts, for how long, how much money are we going to get back if there is a lease, and ultimately who's making the decision? Is it TT Line or is it the Premier?
The government says an update will come in a few weeks' time. The plates have been cleared and the crowds have slowly fizzled out, wrapping up Festivali 2025. Northern Tasmania's biggest foodie festival, hailed as a huge success right across the board.
The weekend has been absolutely fantastic. We've had record sales, record numbers here.
So totally sold out event, and yeah, people have been coming from all around the state and across the country.
9,000 people walked through the gates today, hitting just under 30,000 festival goers for the weekend. Tasmania is set to receive a new glow for a good cause. She Gynecological Cancer Group is turning Tassie teal this month, raising awareness and vital funds for ovarian cancer research. They're calling on businesses in hospitality and retail stores to join in the movement.
They can dress their shop fronts up in teal colours, they can get their staff wearing teal colours, and I think they can put out information on their counters and their desks.
It's known as the silent killer, so the awareness we're creating and people asking questions and just talking about the issues is critical to our success.
The Tasmanian Jack Jumpers backing the cause and will sport teal jerseys at their last home game on February 8. Despite a dominant lead for 3 quarters, the Jack Jumpers were unable to claim a win against Melbourne United last night. The game seemingly going our way, Jordan Crawford scoring 20 points and 3 assists, backed up by Milton Doyle's 19. But it was Melbourne who came out firing with a dramatic fourth quarter comeback.
Somewhere Jack McVeigh is watching this. He'd be handy to have in this situation.
United held the 2-point lead with just 7 seconds to go. A last-minute attempt from Crawford, unable to beat the clock. The Jackies are now scrambling to keep their finals hopes alive, facing a must-win clash at home against the Taipans on Saturday.
Good evening. Tassie turning up the heat today as many gathered to celebrate festivals right across the state. Launceston 32, Hobart, Devonport and Burnie all 25. Ooze 33 degrees, Luncheon Hill 32, 30 at Lyweni and at Flinders Island. Strawn 29, 27 on King Island and at Friendly Beaches. The Hearts Mountains 26, 25 at St Helens and 24 at Low Head and also Maria Island. High cloud and a thin layer of smoke was seen moving over the state today. There was thunderstorm activity over South Australia, Western New South Wales and Victoria. Tomorrow the high remains to the east of the state while troughs remain over Western, Northern and Central Australia. North to northeasterly winds 10 to 20 knots about most waters, winds increasing up to 30 knots about the northwest in the morning and about the lower east and southeast in the afternoon. Southwesterly swells at 2.5 metres. There is a strong wind warning for coastal waters between Wineglass Bay to Southeast Cape and also for the far northwest coast. Hobart, partly cloudy tomorrow, 32, 31 for Dover with a possible shower. Stay cool if you're in Ooze. Tomorrow they're expecting 36. Warm and sunny too in Launceston, 33. A bit of cloud on the way in Devonport, 26. Fine in Scottsdale, 30. Cloudy towards the west, Burnie and Strawn, 25 and 31 at Strawn. Sunny and 26 in St Helens, 31 and partly cloudy in Swansea and much the same in Ross with 34 there. Tuesday, showers about the west extending to most remaining districts with possible thunderstorms about eastern and central parts. Fine apart from light showers about the north on Wednesday. And on Thursday, fine until light showers develop about the north in the evening, but most likely about the northwest. And just like that, the weekend is almost beyond us, and here is the forecast for Monday. Adelaide likely to crack 40 degrees tomorrow with the nation's high. Warm too in Melbourne with 39, fine in Perth with 32 degrees. And mostly sunny in Hobart right now, 22. Warm in Launceston, 30 degrees, although cloudy also at Devonport. Now, Murph, I hear you may be out and about yet again tomorrow. I look forward to finding out about another one of Tasmania's tourist secrets across the state.
Don't know what you're talking about, Kaya. After working here all weekend, I thought I'd take Monday off. But if I have to enjoy another wonderful, iconic Tasmanian tourism destination, I better go. See you tomorrow from somewhere new. Thanks for joining us tonight, though. Good night.